Creatine. Do you really need it? We explore the science behind creatine, its benefits, potential side effects, and whether it's a must-have for your fitness journey. Join me as I uncover the science behind creatine and help you figure out if creatine is right for you. So let's do this. Hello and welcome to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jordan Vasiliou. I mainly create content on fitness and travel. If this sounds like the channel for you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Before I go any further into creatine, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. So drop a comment below and let me know if you think creatine is essential or not. And now, I'll get into creatine. Creatine is a compound that comes from 3 amino acids. Creatine is found mostly in your body's muscles as well as in the brain. Most people get creatine through seafood and red meat, though at levels far below those found in synthetic made creatine supplements. So your body stores creatine as phosphocreatine, primarily in muscles where it's used as energy. As a result, people take creatine orally to increase their athletic performance and increase their muscle mass. So now I'm going to get into the types of creatine. So my first type of creatine, and easily the most common, that is creatine monohydrate. So creatine monohydrate is the most common and most popular choice of creatine on the market, and this is made up of a creatine molecule bonded with a water molecule. Creatine monohydrate is a good water soluble, has good intestinal absorption, and can be taken as a powder or in tablet form. Most of the research done on creatine supplements has been done on creatine monohydrate, and there's excessive research out there that shows creatine monohydrate can increase your muscle mass, improve your strength, increase recovery, and also improves your maximum power output. Along with creatine monohydrate, there are also other types of creatine, such as creatine ethyl ester, creatine hydrochloride, buffered creatine, micronized creatine, and creatine nitrate. Those are just 5 off the top of my head. But however, the majority of this video, I'm going to be talking about creatine monohydrate. I'm just going to go to the gym now, hit a big back session, and then I'll give you more information about creatine. Alright, I'll see you there.
We rising up, yeah. Now look at us, we rising up. You don't really know I shine. Me, I got something that I need to prove. I cannot lose, nah. Everything I do that really is news. You look confused, why? You are what you choosing to do. Me, I've been making the moves, paying my dues, getting this done with the fam. Y'all know that I am the dude. Bend that low, hit that high, got that hustle, got that drive. One more time, best alive. I want it all, everything mine.
That is it, I'm back home from the gym. I trained back today, and this is normally the time where I take my daily creatine. After my gym session, I just mix it in with my protein shake. There are also some benefits of taking your creatine shake before your gym session, but I personally prefer to take it after my gym session. So where was I? Now I'll let you know the ingredients of creatine. So the primary ingredient in creatine is unsurprisingly creatine. The most common supplement used for creatine is creatine monohydrate, and the chemical name for creatine is methylguanidine acetic acid. And when creatine is taken as a supplement, it could increase the body's phosphocreatine stores, which are really important in rapid production of adenosine triphosphorate, especially during physical exercise. So in addition of creatine monohydrate, there are other forms of creatine supplements which I've previously gone over, but creatine monohydrate is the most researched out of all the other creatine supplements and the most used form. So that creatine is a popular and a well-researched supplement. Some of this research shows that it provides athletic performance and overall health benefits. And here are some of the pros that are associated with creatine. Number 1 is that creatine improves your strength and power. So creatine is well known for its ability to improve your strength and your power during high intense and short duration activities such as weightlifting and sprinting. It helps increase the availability of ATP, which is the primary energy currency in cells. Number 2 is that creatine could help increase muscle mass. Creatine can lead to an increase of water content inside your muscle, promoting cell volumization. And this could lead to an increase of muscle size, especially during resistance training. So number 3 is that creatine can enhance your exercise performance. So creatine has shown that it can increase your performance in various forms of exercise. And this could be any exercises from resistance training to HIIT or short form burst like sprinting. Point number 4 is that creatine helps you recover quicker. So some studies do show that creatine can reduce your muscle cell damage, and this leads to a faster recovery. And point number 5 is that creatine is affordable. So creatine is one of the cheapest supplements, and this is a positive within itself. And it could be even cheaper if you're going onto the Muscle Nation website and using code JORD at checkout to save yourself 10% off your creatine. So now that I've given you some pros of creatine, it's only fair that I'll give you the cons also. And just a quick disclaimer, these these cons aren't for every creatine user. So my first con is the water retention. So creatine can increase the water retention within the muscle cells, resulting in weight gain. Point number 2 is a bit of a mouthful, and that's gastrointestinal discomfort. So some people may experience some bloating, stomach cramps, or diarrhea while taking creatine. These symptoms are generally temporary, and they can be alleviated by reducing your dose of creatine or having it with food. Number 3 is the quality and the purity. So the quality and the purity of creatine does depend on some brands, but that's why I use Muscle Nation, as they have the highest standard of quality. And my final con is the misuse and overconsumption of creatine. So some people may be tempted to take a higher dose of creatine than recommended, thinking that a greater dose will greater the results. However, excessive use of creatine intake can lead to potential health risks, so it is important to take the recommended dosage. So those are my cons to creatine. And finally, is creatine essential? So creatine isn't considered an essential nutrient because your body could produce it endogenously, and it can be contained through dietary sources. So while creatine is not essential in terms of the body must obtain it from an external source to sustain life, it could contain various benefits for individuals engaged in high intensity and short burst activities such as weightlifting and sprinting. So a lot of athletes and fitness enthusiasts like myself supplement with creatine to potentially improve your performance, increase your muscle mass, and speed up your recovery. Because of these 3 benefits, and that is so cheap, I think it's a no-brainer, and in my opinion is an essential supplement. And it's the only supplement that I would personally say that is needed on a day-to-day basis, but this is depending on your specific goals. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend creatine for everybody. If strength, power, or increasing your muscle mass are your goals, then I couldn't highly recommend it. But anyways, if you've made it to the end of this video, I really appreciate you. If you found this video beneficial, hit the thumbs up button. I want to hear everyone's opinion on creatine, so if you think it's essential, drop a comment below and let me know why. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on that platform. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. So until next time, peace.
Yeah. Listen.